What's up, everyone? I just picked up another comic book collection, and this time it's a huge one. Right here, we have 40 short boxes, and they're all well organized. This is Golden Age through modern, but mostly Golden, Silver, and Bronze Age books. A little bit of copper, really not too much modern books. A lot of cool stuff. Mostly high-grade books as well, which is a huge plus. I'm really excited about this one. Lots of comics to go through, guys. But wait, there is more. Not only are there just raw books back there, but there are two boxes here of graded books, CGC graded books. There's some really cool keys in there. Also a box of Spider-Man books here in this plastic case. And then another box here of just like random raw books and magazines. He also threw in like this Superman little poster plaque thing. It's like a 3D poster. A whole bunch of treasuries here. Really cool stuff. I can't wait to see what's hiding in this collection. Pretty huge, pretty epic. I am super excited. Oh, and also he threw in a huge stack of Gemini mailers, which I'm always in need for because I ship comics constantly through my Whatnot show and eBays, and you know, every time I ship comics, I always need Gemini mailers. So that is a huge bonus. Got all those for free, and all of these comics, all those boxes over there. This is a huge collection. We're going to go through a lot of it, almost all of it, in the next couple videos, so stay tuned. Let's get this stuff all unloaded, and then we'll flip through some boxes. So here's everything loaded up in my house, and this is actually a few days later. I went through every single box, and I tried to organize as best as I could. I put some sticky notes on the boxes and labeled things, but there's a lot of stuff here. So let's go through a handful of boxes, some of the better stuff that I thought was really cool. I think you're going to like it. And then we'll talk a little bit about this collection. So let's take a look at the first box here. This one I labeled Spider-Man, Modern, and Ghost Rider. So I don't know. I started organizing and I was just throwing stuff in boxes. Here is ASM 124. Starting off with a banger, we have the first appearance of Manwolf in a really nice condition. That is awesome. It's in a Golden Age bag and board, so it's kind of tight in there. Got ASM 131. 136. That is an amazing book right there. First, Harry Osborn as Green Goblin. That is really cool. Cool Mysterio cover. Well, got all the villains on there on 141. Another Mysterio cover, 198. 207. Some McFarlane. More McFarlane books here. Classic wedding cover, annual. Oh, these are cool. These are like, what is this one from? Giant Foods, or the Quality Food people from Giant. Amazing Spider-Man like promo. I really like the promo comics. We got some Spidey Super Stories. Here's issue number 2. That's awesome. This one's a little bit lower grade. Issue number 20. That's awesome too. Issue 27. 36. We got a McFarlane Spider-Man 1 sealed in the poly bag. We have one out of the poly bag. No newsstands. There were directs. Here is Spider-Man 1. Again, another Spidey 1. Another cool promo book from General Mills. That's kind of cool. Puzzles and Games. I love that kind of stuff. Here's another one. Here is Spider-Man and Power Pack from the NEA, National Education Association. That's pretty cool. Oh, here's a nice one. I love this book. This is Marvel Tales 106 with the ASM 129 cover, reprint of the first Punisher. And then there's a bunch of these Marvel Tales ones as well. The Punisher covers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Got a Web of Spider-Man number 1. Got Spider-Hulk. That's cool. Oh, there we go. We got first Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider. That's awesome. We got some Spot on Spectacular 98. We got the classic negative space cover on 101. We got separation anxiety #1. And then there was actually a bunch of Mark Spear monster books, first printings, issue #2 with that awesome creature cover. There are 2 of those, 3 of those. You got issue #2, first printing, 2 of those. Oh, that one's awesome. The werewolf cover. That's really cool. Another interesting cover there from issue #2. That's a good one there. Issue #2 with like the McFarlane homage. That's awesome. Alien Predator #1. Creep Show with the McFarlane homage. Deadpool Wolverine. I just thought that was a cool cover. I'm not sure how much value that one has, but I'm sure it has a little bit. That's a really cool looking book. Another beautiful book there. Amazing Spider-Man. That's gorgeous looking. Really cool Doom variant cover. Another cool variant cover. Cool Godzilla Dazzler book. Another Dazzler, kind of that, it's a Terry Dodson cover, but these came out when everyone was thinking Taylor Swift was going to be Dazzler. Another cool Doctor Doom cover. Doctor Doom #1. Oh, this is awesome. There was a few of these. Journey into Mystery, featuring Throg. I don't even know what this was from. Just a really cool variant cover. There was 1, 2, 3 of those. This was a cool one here. Amazing Spider-Man, the Invisible variant. There's a facsimile reprint of Secret Wars 8. Oh, that's a facsimile reprint of that one. That's a really cool shattered glass cover of Amazing Fantasy. That is really cool. Spider-Man 1000. I don't know. I just was pulling out stuff that I thought was really cool. Also, a lot of signed books. Here's Hulk 3. No COA. And I'm trying to think who signed that one. Maybe Ed McGuinness? I'm not sure. Or no, Dexter Vines, I think, signed that one. That's pretty cool. Another Red Hulk signature book here. Yeah, I think that's Dexter Vines, I believe. Oh, imagine that. This is a facsimile reprint signed by Jerry Conway. That is really, really cool. Too bad it wasn't the actual book, but still really awesome. Another signed book here by John Beatty. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars #1. Amazing Doom variant cover, or just Doom cover, signed by John Beatty with a COA. So that is super cool. And another one here, signed by John Beatty. G.I. Joe 43, COA. Really, really cool. A lot of G.I. Joe signed books. This one, no COA. Not sure who signed that one, but still, can't go wrong. This is a really cool Cobra Commander cover, also signed. Another G.I. Joe book here. Oh, it is signed. It's almost hard to see with the silver. No COA, but that's pretty awesome. Here is Warriors Wax. Warriors Way. I couldn't read that for a minute. But it is signed. Double signature. No COA. A cool Godzilla foil cover. Here's just a bunch of foils. Here's a Doom Fantastic Four foil. Venom War foil cover. Awesome Venom foil there. There is a Wolverine 88 foil cover. There's a Uncanny 130 Dazzler foil facsimile. Secret Wars 10 foil. And it's funny, this collector was literally buying books like just a few weeks ago. You know, these are brand new. These are the Whatnot whatever, mystery packs, whatever they were with the Daredevil books. But here's the foil Daredevil 183. And then the stained glass of Kingpin. And this one here, Daredevil 38. So that, and then there's the little sleeve that it came in, the little pack. And then some Ghost Rider books, 16, 63, 78. Some 90s stuff. There's a second printing of 15. There's a first cameo of Midnight Suns in the poly bag. And there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of these copies. They're all near mint. I think he was specking on that book for some reason, you know, or, well, it was hot for a while when the video game came out and all that stuff, but a bunch of those books. So not a bad first box right here. This next box is all DC, and there is a lot of Silver Age and really cool stuff in here. Let's just take out a stack, because this one's kind of tight. Here's some, like, modern stuff, some cool foils, Wonder Woman, Batman, 2 of those, Batman Spawn, Batman and Robin facsimile, another one of those. That's a great looking cover. There was a bunch of Absolute Batman in here, which was great. Absolute Batman 2, 3, and Crisis foil reprint. Let's see, what else? Shazam #1. Superman Flash #1. That's awesome. Another one of those. This I was really excited about. This is a book that I've been wanting for a while, and it's in really nice condition. Demon #1, of course. Really cool book. Swamp Thing #10. Can't beat some Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing. And then there's, you know, after the Bernie Wrightson part of the run, but there's 13, 16, 17, 22. Saga Swamp Thing #1. High grade. Great cover here. Weird War Tales 22. Awesome cover. Another awesome cover. Weird War 49. Weird War 51. 43. Love the covers on here. Here's some like DC war stuff. Oh, this was an awesome find. It's funny because I just bought this book recently for like 15 or 20 bucks. But this is Detective 425 with that awesome Bernie Wrightson cover. And this one might even be nicer condition than the one I just bought. There you go. Absolute Batman #1. Not too bad, right? Nice little find. Joker, Brave and the Bold, 191. Here's Batman, some kind of like Spanish book here. Kind of cool. Never seen that before. Justice League 138. Detective 461, Green Lantern 51, 51. Detective 571, Cobra #1, little Action Comics 1 reprint. That's always fun. And then we're getting into the Silver Age stuff. So here's Action 304, 328. Some of these are actually high grade too, which is awesome. 355. This one's lower grade, 378, 382, 392, 393. I mean, look at all these books, guys. So much Silver Age in this collection, which is awesome. And this is just the DC stuff. This guy was mainly a Marvel collector. So just imagine what Marvel Silver Age we're going to see in a minute. Here's Angel and the Ape. Love these books. Issue #6 with Frankenstein and Dracula and Creature on the cover. How awesome is that? Funny cover here. Batman 162. Here's an awesome book. Really nice condition. 164. Batman 184, lower grade. 203, giant size. Great looking covers here. 216. Issue 231. And then some Beyond the Unknown. These are kind of cool. Black Hawk. Really great looking cover art. And some of these, like I said, are really, really sharp copies. Some Brave and the Bold with Wonder Woman, Batgirl, and Batman. Great cover. Wonder Woman, Batman, Brave and the Bold, issue 87. Adam Strange on issue 90. There's Captain Storm, number 17. Challengers of the Unknown, 67. 71. Some really great covers. 77. There's, what is that, like the second appearance of Nightmaster? Third appearance of Nightmaster, if anybody even cares about Nightmaster, but pretty cool. Here's some Detective, Silver Age, 351. 357. 360. 362. Great puzzle cover. 374. Doom Patrol 114, low grade. There's a couple low, like, you know, kind of rough looking books in here. Some Silver Age Flash books, Silver Age Green Lantern, Green Lantern 78. That's like some of the Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams stuff. House of Mystery 162. Jimmy Olsen Silver Age. More Jimmy Olsen. More Jimmy Olsen stuff, 128. Justice League 32. This was the first appearance of Brainstorm. That's kind of cool. Lois Lane, Silver Age. Mystery in Space, 68. Little 10-cent book right there. Mystery in Space 101. Hellcats 120. The Losers 129. Strange Adventures 191. Awesome cover. That is super cool. Strange Adventures 217. Silver Age Superman. Really cool. Lots of Silver Age, guys. This was a really awesome collection. Just so much fun going through. How about some early bronze Wonder Woman? There's issue 189. Wonder Woman with a machine gun. That is super cool. And then some World's Finest. 127, 128, 170, issue 200, a little milestone issue. That's cool. How about this, guys? Marvel Family 39 in pretty decent shape. I mean, there's some rough edges on the bottom of the spine, but I mean, like an early Fawcett book. That is so cool. Really excited to find that kind of stuff. Some Silver Age Charlton, Dragon Wheels. Some more Charlton stuff. Cheyenne Kid, Billy the Kid, and Cheyenne Kid again. So another epic box full of keys and Silver Age and really cool stuff here, guys. Let's keep going. All right, another box of like keys and just better books in general. I mean, it's all over the place, a lot of Marvel, but there's some other stuff. Here's X-Force number 1, but this actually had the error, which on the back of the cover, there is, in the UPC barcode is a Captain America, but it's like a reverse negative. It's white with black ink. I don't know. Look it up. It's just like a random error on this book. So I threw it in here. Some McFarlane, New Mutants, Max number 2. She-Hulk. I'm not sure why I pulled those ones. Here is Venom number 1, signed by does it say? Oh, signed by Ryan Stegman. Oh yeah, look at the Steg. That is so cool. Signed by Ryan Stegman. That's awesome. Here is Spirit of Vengeance. Signed by somebody. That's kind of cool. Is there a COA? Signed by Gist. Memphis, Tennessee in 2024. All right, that's awesome. Another signed book, Mighty Avengers. No COA. Not sure what that signature is. Here's a Lobo book. Also signed. Signed Kyle Holtz. Or Hotz. Pretty interesting. Blood Gourd with multiple signatures. No COA, but that's really cool cover. Look at that. That's awesome. Scream Queens #1, signed by Jack Scatton in 1992. That's really awesome. Venom Wars, signed by Mark Bagley. That is really cool. There's a Bagley signature on that book. Here's like a cool Wolverine foil. I don't even know what this was. Is it missing the cover? Or is that how it came? I don't know. I saw this and I've never seen that before, so I thought that was interesting. Marvel Guide to Collecting Comics. There's Captain Planet #1. Captain Planet 2. Some pre-code reprints. Kind of cool. Indiana Jones #1. There's some Dave Stevens Rocketeer. That is awesome. There's 1, 2, 3 of those. How about this Dave Stevens cover? Johnny Quest #3. I don't have that one in my collection, so I'm happy about that. There's first appearance of Rocketeer on Star Slayer, issue #2. And there's 2 of those. Bionic Woman #1 in high grade. That's cool. There's a good book right there, guys. Iron Man 150. Pretty nice condition on that one. Gorgeous book. Awesome classic cover. There's first Captain Britain in U.S. Comics on Marvel Team Up 65. Shang-Chi 17. I think, what is that? It's like 3rd appearance, I think. I always forget. This is the first appearance of the Champion, something like that. Issue #7 of Marvel Team Up, or 2-in-1 annual. A little Wonder Man first solo series on Marvel Premiere 55. Defenders 28 for Starhawk. First Star Fox on Avengers 232. A couple of these Kangs, what is this? Council of Kangs? Yeah, first appearance of Council of Kangs. Avengers 267. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So this guy definitely spec'd on books. There's Alpha Flight #1, 2 of those. Champions #1. I always love that book. Dark Hawk #1. Human Fly #1. Marvel Triple Action #1. Let's see. New Mutants #1. There we go. Nova #1. Not a bad find right there. Like a little high mid-grade copy. Omega #1. 2 of those. Power Pack #1. High grade. That's cool. She-Hulk #1 in a newsstand. Looks to be near mint. How about Star Wars #1? This is the 30-cent reprint. As you see, is the reprint. But still, in fairly high grade. First appearance of Killraven on Amazing Adventures 18. And just issue 19. Some Black Panther books. Got issue 2, 3, 6. That's a cool book. 7, 8, 12. And I just pulled like some cool Bronze Age stuff. Captain Marvels. No big keys in there, but there's some early Daredevil. Early Bullseye, issue 141. I think it's like his 3rd appearance. Here we go, guys. Not a bad find right there. Pretty decent copy of Daredevil 168, first appearance of Elektra in a newsstand. Awesome book right there. Gorgeous copy. Needs a new bag and board, but nice looking book. Another great Daredevil, 181. Another great Daredevil on 183, the Punisher cover. There we go, 184. This guy didn't have much Daredevil, but he had all the good books. He didn't have first Bullseye, but, all other good books here. Marvel Feature 3, Red Sonja. Marvel Feature 4 from the first volume with Ant-Man. Some more Marvel Feature Ant-Man. Some cool Doom covers. Man-Wolf. Ms. Marvel 4. Secret Wars 3. Secret Wars 11 and 12. Some random She-Hulk. Some supervillain team-up Gotta love those books. Issue 12, issue 13, issue 15, and Giant Size number 2. Lots of Doom stuff, which is cool. I mean, there's a What If 22. What if Doom was a hero? What if Wolverine killed Hulk? That's a good book. There's another cool little key. What if Silver Surfer possessed the Infinity Gauntlet? Issue 49. More spec books that this guy was doing. Wonder Man number 1. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Some decent X-Men books. There's 164. Really nice condition. Second appearance of Rogue on 158. 193. First Star Fox in continuity? Or no, Starfire? I don't know. I always forget. X-Men 222. There's 2 of those. 234. There are 2 of those. Everybody loves this book here. 251. Amazing Adventures number 1. And X-Men Classic number 1. 3 of those. 4 of those. Love that cover, though. So, a really incredible box right here, guys. Not too bad, right? So, this next box is one of these nice plastic boxes. I've never owned any of these. They're kind of cool. I know they're pretty expensive, so I've never really bought them before. But this is all Silver Age Marvel. This is one of my favorite boxes right here. There's also some cool Spider-Man books, like Spidey 56. That's awesome. Pretty nice copy there. 68, little date stamp on the cover. Some early bronze on 83. Astonishing Tales 4. Astonishing Tales 6. So these are all like 12 and 15 cent Marvel books, basically. Lots of Astonishing Tales. This was a great find. I always wanted this book. And now it's pretty hot with the movie that came out. First Red Guardian, Avengers 43. Really sharp looking copy, though. Nice looking book. Avengers 73. 84. And Avengers Annual 2. And let's pull this little thing out of there, that little divider. We have Captain America 108. Captain Marvel 10. I love the artwork on those Captain Marvel books. 11. Here's a good one, but somebody wrote, they traced the letters. This is a great book, but unfortunately it's got writing all over the trade dress. Captain Savage number 1. That's kind of cool. There's some cool Daredevil. 21. Can't go wrong with Silver Age Daredevil. There's First Leapfrog on 25. That's a really cool book. I don't think I own that one yet. Now I do. Oh, here's a great one. This is a really nice looking copy too. Issue 37. Awesome Doom cover. Issue 80. Fantastic 447. Issue 89. Here we go. There was some really awesome Hulk books in here. That's issue 103, which, of course, is just a really great book. That one's in really nice shape. Another one that's like a little bit more mid-grade. 2 copies of 103. Also, 104, that awesome Rhino cover. I love this book. I'm really happy to find that one. But there is a lot of Hulk in here, guys. 108, 109 with Kazar, 110. Pretty solid run. 114. Another 114. 117. 123. 125. 127. 128. 131. 132. I wasn't joking, guys. There is a lot of awesome Hulk books. 134. I think that's like cameo of the Golem or first appearance or second appearance. I can't remember. 137. 138. Really cool Doom cover on 144. And there's actually 2 of those. Moving on to Iron Man, issue number 3, guys. That is super cool. Issue number 4. Issue number 7. Nice little Iron Man. Oh, and then how about some Journey into Mystery? Issue 98. That is so cool. I can't believe there's like stuff like this was in this collection. Issue 99, issue 108, cool Loki cover. There's a good one. This is where Journey into Mystery ended, and then it became just Thor standalone title. Issue 125. This one's, you know, an okay copy, and then here's a low-grade copy, but a really good book. Marvel Collector's Item number 5. There we go. Marvel feature number 1, First Defenders. First appearance of Defenders. Really cool. Marvel Superheroes 25. There we go. Marvel Tales, issue 158. Not pre-code, but still an older 10-cent Marvel Tales book in really nice condition. Really beautiful. That's why I'm kind of moving slow, guys. I don't want to mess these books up. Marvel Tales 12. Millie the Model. Can't go wrong there. How about some Steranko, Nick Fury, number 6? 2 of those. Nick Fury, number 11. Not Brand Eck, number 2. Number 7. Number 8. Some Sergeant Fury, there's 38. Pretty nice copy there. 45. 66. Silver Surfer, issue number 5. Nice. Very cool. Strange Tales, 157. Submariner, number 2. 2 of those. One's low grade. Submariner, 32. 33. Is that the first Namorita? Or no, Namora. First Namora. 2 of those. Issue 50. Can't remember. I thought that was a key too. There we go. How about some early Tales to Astonish? Issue 41 with Ant-Man. Really awesome. Can't believe some of the books that are in here. Tales to Astonish, 72. 83. Awesome Hulk cover. Oh, how about this one, guys? Issue 93 in really nice condition. I was excited to see this book. That is awesome. Really cool book right there. Tales to Astonish 98. That's a key as well, I believe. Tales of Suspense 84. 87. Another 87 in low grade. 92. And then some early Thor. Here's a First Ego, Living Planet on 133. 144. 151. 152. 156. 159. Another 159. Great cover on this one. 164. 172. And most of these are really nice condition. 177. This one's low grade, but it's a cool Doom cover on 182. And Marvel Special Edition number 3. And King Size Thor number 4. So, not too bad, right, guys? Pretty awesome. Spidey, Thor, Iron Man, Hulk. Lots of great Bronze and Silver Age stuff in here. Oh, man, this was just an awesome collection. I can't say it enough. All right, so now let's talk about this collection, how I acquired it, and of course, how much I paid for it, which I'm sure you're all curious. That's always the question. But quick story about this collection is that somebody reached out to me that watches my YouTube channel. They watch my shows over on Whatnot, and they saw that I lived local to them, and I just so happened to live like 5 minutes down the road from them, which is just amazing. What a small world. So they reached out to me. I went over there. He showed me everything he had. Really nice guy. He was a collector of many things, you know, toys, comics, records, pop culture stuff, you know, just like me. He's a collector of everything, but he was ready to move on with his comic book collection. And he was literally buying books like days before he sold this collection, but he just wanted to move them. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't ask. You know, maybe he just needed some money or whatever the story was, but he was ready to move on, and he had a price in mind of what he wanted. So we talked about that. He showed me the collection. I flipped through briefly, and I saw that there was quite a bit of stuff, and I saw some keys, I saw some great books. There's also a lot of run filler. That's, comes with the territory of buying large collections. But we came up with an agreed price and basically just went with his asking price because I thought it was a phenomenal deal, and I was happy to pick up this collection. And it's just so much fun. I love buying collections. I love flipping through, seeing what other people, buy over the years. And luckily for me, this collection was lots of stuff that I personally like, and I feel like even if I don't want it for my PC, it'll definitely be stuff that I could sell fairly easily. So I have some notes down here. I'll let you know there are 39 short boxes in this collection, 39 boxes. There's also 41 graded books, which I didn't even show in today's video. I will show those in the next video. 41 slabbed books, some CGC, some CBCS. So the raw books, there ended up being 4,070 raw books, which I counted every single one. I went through every box and I counted them. So plus the 41 slabs came out to be 4,112 comic books, mostly raw, but then those some graded books as well. And he was asking $4,000. Which is basically $1 a book if you want to look at it that way. But some books are definitely worth much more than $1. And then some books, are a little bit harder to sell. They're more like run filler bulk type books, which I could sell from anywhere from, $1 or less, which I will end up doing. So I think this was an incredible deal. This was an amazing collection. And I am just really, really happy that I could pick this one up. And, it's definitely a lot of work. You're out there probably thinking like, oh, you bought these books for $1 a piece, which is just insane. But there is so much work that comes with buying an enormous collection like this. I have to process everything. I have to rebag and board things. That costs money. And then, of course, I have to put out the hours and hours and days of effort to try to move these books. So it's definitely a lot of work, and, a lot of time is put into it. So that costs money as well. So I still think that this was an incredible collection buy, possibly the best one I've ever purchased. A couple years ago, I did buy a huge collection. It was like 50 short boxes and like 10 long boxes. And I got that for like $2,000, which was a smoking deal from a guy that owned a comic book shop that was moving out of state. That was a great deal, but I feel like this collection has like better stuff, and quality over quantity, but still an amazing collection. Shout out to the gentleman. I'm not going to say his name on the video here just in case he didn't want me to. But shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much for moving this collection on to me. I'm very, very happy with it, and I'm definitely keeping a lot of it for myself, and then I'll sell the rest to fund the hobby, of course. All right, so pretty incredible collection. Let me know in the next video, if there's any boxes here you want me to go through. Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man, modern books, dollar bins. If you're interested in me going through any of these boxes, let me know down in the comments. But I think that's going to do it for today's video. I showed you all my favorite boxes, or all the best boxes. There's actually a bunch of DC stuff we didn't even go through. There's a whole box of Detective and Batman books. There's like better DC books, some DC keys in there. I mean, all different stuff. So let me know if there's anything you want to see in the next couple videos. But that'll do it for today. Hope you enjoyed this enormous collection. It was a big one, and I'm going to be going through this for a long time. But a lot of this stuff will be going up for sale, so definitely let me know. All right, that'll do it for today. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and as always, I will see you on the next one.